US indices traded with swings yesterday, while it is Germany 40 which is traded with massive bullishness hitting the record levels here. While FTSE 100 again, yes, after trading bearish with the UK session has recovered sharp and now has seen or breached 8900 zone, the critical resistance. What to expect now from S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, Germany 40 and FTSE 100? We are gonna see here with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. The next update will be released for US indices before the US session. Watch that as well. And this is the only channel to deliver 2 updates a day. Thus subscribe, press the bell icon to get the notifications. Do like, share and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start first with the US indices, that is S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, followed with Germany 40 and lastly FTSE 100. Watch till the end. See S&P, what it did, what a good rise here is massive spike, then a sharper correction, retracement and again looking downwards. It is delivering higher lows, lower highs. Very important for S&P to trade below 6220, 6215 and then 6200 levels. Now these levels are pretty important because see what's happening after the drop, the retracement, then the drop, forming a base. It has seen a good rise. Now I'll wait. If it trades below 6220, 6215 zone, you can say this is a reversal. What's happening on the hourly charts? After the drop, it is finding the support from 20 period, trying to take a dip. So now once it trades below 6244, 6235 and 6230 zone, more bearishness should follow. Moving average is right now bullish while the stochastic oversold, but look at MACD crossing over from the top, trading bearish, looking downwards, which is a bearish sign here. On the 2 hour chart, similar observation. See, this might be of similar size. Anything less than this is not a good sign for the bears here. Yes, it can bounce back. And also notice still 6230, 6220 levels are not taken. You have to be very careful with the sells. Indicators trying to cool down after a good rise here. Coming to 3 hour chart, similar observation. Notice it has formed a flat top and it is pretty important for now for S&P to trade beyond 6270. That is the only level beyond which you can say now it is turning bullish. Else it is still not showing signs of bullishness. Stochastic looking downwards while the MACD has crossed over at the bottom. This is a good sign for the bulls. But it is not that it cannot cross over and drop again. It can. Wait for this crossover. RSI has dropped. On the 4 hour charts, notice forming a top here and also this is the double top zone. It is looking downwards. What I do see this is after the drop it is traded sideways, now looking downwards. Possibly this can move towards the bottom, which means a move towards 6220 and 6200 can be expected here. Right now it is not showing much bearishness. Stochastic looking down. The MACD has crossed over for a buy here. Trading with moderate bullishness. The RSI is flat here. Coming to the daily charts. On the daily charts, notice I am still maintaining this stance, rise, retracement, and then the bigger rise. So it should follow with a bigger retracement here. The lows here are far below towards 66,000 levels. But right now I can see a greater consolidation happening here. Also notice lower highs are seen, higher lows are seen. This is the zone it should come out of. And thus 6200 and 6180 are the levels which it should break, and then 6150. It is also trading with divergence from 20 period, which calls for it to converge soon. Stochastic is starting to rise, the MACD on the verge of a crossover for sell, the RSI looking down. So considering this, now buying entry at 62.56 can be taken. Expect 62.64, 62.72, 74. And if this is taken, then 62.84, 85. 3 levels here. Till 62.85, do not treat S&P as bullish. It can drop sharp. Beyond 62.85, no looking back. We are looking at 63.02 and then 63.20 levels. I do not expect such a rise. Let's see. The direction it takes today is going to remain an important one. On the downside, I will now recommend you to sell here at 62.44, 42 zone. Expect 62.34, 62.26 and 62.18, 62.15 levels. Once it trades below 62.18, 15, stay short for 6200 levels. And below 6200, expect 61.80, 61.50 as the next targets. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq 100. See what Tech 100 did is hitting the highs here at 22,900. We have seen a sharper correction, sharper pullback. And now after the retracement again, it is seen taking the support from the 20 period. So very important. Now if you see it is staying below 22,780 levels, stay short for 22,740, 750 and 22,700. Now 22,740, 750, once it breaches, more bearishness should prevail ideally. We can in fact look forward to 22,680, 660 and then 22,600 zone as the next targets. Yes, it is formed. See, after this greater drop, it is retraced, it has formed a double top and now looking downwards. And when it comes out of this box, more bearishness should prevail. Stochastic oversold, MACD crossing over for sell, RSI bearish here. On the 2 hour charts, when you look at similar observation, the only point here is we have to wait here. See, after good bullish move, it is shown one dip, second sideways, and the third candle in red here. I'll wait for it to stay below 22,780 levels and then 740, 700 levels. I will say till 22,660 and 22,600. Do not treat this as bearish. Also divide this into two. Double top is seen, so possibly it could move towards this zone at 22,600 soon. Stochastic bearish, the MACD is in green, trying to cross over for sell. The RSI trading bearish. On the 3 hour chart, similar observation, where the current candle closes is going to be important, and where it begins the next candle, that is also going to remain equally important. Stochastic trading bearish, MACD trying to cross over for sell. The RSI is flat. On the 4 hour, the observation is same. Notice after a good retest first red candle, second one in making here, and thus it appears it might be a bigger one. It can in fact move towards 22,747, 60 or 22,700, below which greater correction to follow. Indicators are placed comfortably, though the MACD is at bottom and it is crossed over for a buy, but it is not showing signs of bullishness. Coming to daily chart, notice on the daily charts the rise, the retracement, rise, retracement, and bigger rise. So bigger retracement should follow, else it should, once it breaks out, it should be treated, or it should lead to a rally here. Now see what's happening. It has formed a double top here, symmetrical move, and now looking downwards. Once it trades below this zone 22,666.80 and then 22,600, you can say this is the beginning of the correction. We will aim for 22,400 very soon. Yes, the indicators are placed comfortably, though the MACD has crossed over here, which is a slight bearish sign. So considering this, now I'll recommend you to buy here at 22,840, 850 levels, expected to move towards 22, 900, 920, and if this is taken, 23,000 is a must. Remember the fact. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 22,780. Expect 22,740, 22,700, 22,660, and then 22,600. Any drop below 22,600, close your eyes, stay short for 22,500, 22,400 directly. Trade accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. And before we proceed, if you are willing to learn this art of trading, do join my mentorship batch. The next batch starts 21st of July. Join it today. Enjoy this learning experience. Invest in learning. This is the only investment which can give you profits throughout life. Connect with me, write an email, ping me or Telegram for your queries. Those looking forward to trade as per the signals can be part of my signals channel on Telegram. Again, reach out to me for details. And once you have your trades in place, it is pretty important for you to have a safer place to trade. Join the trusted partner. It offers you self-free account, lowest spreads, no hidden charges, easier transactions, and easier withdrawals from across the globe. You can find the trusted partner link also in the channel and video description. Now, when you look at the daily chart, see what has happened. It has formed a double bottom. That is what we discussed yesterday. Now, pretty important for US30 to trade below 44,150 levels. That will confirm the next move. And remember, below 44,150, we are aiming at 44,000 and 43,800 directly. Yes, it can. Notice it is still delivering lower highs, and if you connect it here, lower lows are possible. So 44,150 today is going to remain critical. Stochastic has dropped. The MACD trying to cross over for sell. The RSI has dropped. Looking at this, pretty simple. Buying entry today is only above 44,420 levels, above which you can expect it to move towards 44,500. And once it trades above 44,500, you can stay bullish. We will look for 44,650, 44,800 as the next targets, chances of which appears to be less. On the downside, now I'll recommend a selling entry at 44,320 levels for a target of 44,250, 260 at the first target, 44,150 at the next. Once it trades below 44,150, 44,000 should appear, and then 43,800 should also be there very soon. Trade accordingly. Let's now move to Germany 40. See what DAX doing here is drop, retracement towards 20 period, drop, consolidation towards 20 period, and again a bigger rise. It is waited for 20 period to come up, and now it can possibly try to take the support from 20 period before bouncing back. Thus, the FTSE100 has got, Germany 40 has got greater support at 22,540 and 500. That's pretty important for it to trade below 22,540, 500, which will in fact confirms the next move towards 22,380, 22,200 levels possibly. The stochastic rising here, the MACD has crossed over for a sell, trading with divergence and bearishness. RSI just coming out of the overbought zone. Look at the 2-hour chart. See, on the 2-hour chart, it's pretty important for Germany 40 to reach the preceding candle's lows. And that is why I say, yes, we have to wait for it to stay below 22,565.40 and 22,500 level, or 24,565.40 and 24,500 levels, below which greater bearishness to follow. Stochastic looking down, the MACD trying to cross over for sell, RSI staying overbought. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation. See, flat top, one bearish candle. I'll wait for the next candle. And yes, once it trades below 24,565.40, you can stay short for 24,500. And then in fact 24,400, 24,350 and 24,200 could also be seen. Stochastic looking down, MACD trying to converge, RSI staying overbought. Things are slightly overbought here for Germany. On the 4-hour chart, similar observations see so far higher lows are seen. So let it stay below 24,565.40. This will confirm further correction on the downside here. Remember, every time it rises, it tries to come back towards 20 period, and once it breaches the 20 period, more bearishness to follow. And for now, 24,200 is the base it has to breach in order to confirm a complete reversal. Things are slightly overbought here for Germany 40, which you should be watchful of. Coming to the daily, on the daily chart, similar observation, rise, retracement, rise here. It has hit the highs and now waiting for a breakout again. Now it is pretty important for it to trade beyond 24,650, which will confirm its next move towards 24,700. 16 and then towards 24,800. Possibly it may not be the day today for it to continue with the rise, because see, every rise offset with a little retrace, and it is possible that it can resume this downtrend all the way towards 23,800, possibly very soon. Things are getting slightly overbought, be it the stochastic or RSI, while the MACD is still having lot much of room on the upside. So considering this, only buying entry in Germany 40 is beyond 40, 24, 5 or 650 levels. Expected to move towards 24 715 716 as the first target zone, 24 800 as the next, beyond which 25,000 is a must very soon. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 24 540 levels. Expect 24 500, 460, 440 and 24 400. Below 24 400, greater correction to follow, which might take it all the way towards 24 200 very soon. Trade accordingly. Let's move to UK100 hitting the record, close to record level. This is the third attempt by UK100 to breach these levels. And once it trades beyond 89.20, we are looking forward to a greater move towards 89, 45, 89, 70 and 80 or 9,000 levels. But right now I can see this is a double top, and possibility of a reversal from these levels increases. The support levels are far lower towards 8700. Stochastic back to overbought, MACD crossing over for buy, RSI rising here on the daily charts. Let's start with the hourly charts here. What has happened after the rise? Retracement, support from 20 period, again a rise. Wait for a breakout here beyond 89.20, which will confirm further upside. Moving average is bullish, stochastic rising, the MACD crossing over for sell, RSI staying flat. On the 2-hour charts, the rise, the flat base and the rise here. Once it breaches beyond 89.20, you can say we are looking forward to another round of rise. Remember, right now still it is delivering higher lows. So once it breaks out, more bullishness should prevail. Yes, the things are stochastic, MACD, RSI are overbought on the smaller time frames. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation. Also on the 3-hour charts, there is a reversal sign, one bearish candle, and the current one, if you see it now is staying beyond 88.95, you can take a sell for 88.80. 88.80 is the level it has to break, and then 88.60. Only and only if FTSE100 trades below 88.60, you can stay short for a greater correction on the downside. Yes, indicators are slightly overbought. On the 4-hour charts also showing a reversal sign, candle is turning red, so possibly this may lead to us further downside. And see, this very strong base is created here at 88.60, 88.50. We have to be cautious of this zone, and it is possible that it can strike this zone once. Coming to daily charts, we have already seen this couple of bullish candles, diminishing bullishness, double top here, and thus it is pretty important for FTSE100 to trade beyond 89.20, which will confirm further upside. And a drop below 88.50, 88.40 is a clear sign of a correction towards 8800. So now looking at this, buy at 89.20 and sell at 88.95. In between these 25 points, do not trade. Beyond 89.20, expect 89.33. 89.48 as the next target zone, and then 89.65, 9,000 levels should be seen very soon. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 88.95. Expect 88.80, 75 at the first target zone, 88.60 the next, and then 88.48 will appear. Below 88.48, greater correction to follow towards 88.20 and 8800 levels. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch. Join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel membership here on YouTube to support the effort. See you again before the US session with more updates. Watch that as well. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.